one and all, and welcome back to Let's Play Clouded Heart. This is your host, Liberty, and hopefully this will be the last episode of the series. Especially since I don't really want to make it to 13. Anyway, so we are in the desert, and we are equipping all this shit that we got. Oh my lord, look at that. Oh, glorious. Okay, silver jacket, blue dress, Gugnia. For some reason it's lagging a little. Divine Rose. Fuck. Save game, motherfudgers. Are we all ready? Item, tent. Yep, alright, save game. We are ready. Yes, let's see if we can defeat this dude now. Yes, thank you. And away we go. Let me skip the scene, please. Holding shift and pressing enter very fastly. Blah 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 blah. Where'd my water bottle of disgusting tastiness go? Yeah. Centuries, 500 years, a beautiful daughter, descent into madness, you're a dickhead. God, that's terrible. And no, it's not old or anything. I just bought it yesterday. Yesterday. Yeah, it's just one of those cheap knockoff brands. That's what the problem is. Alright, Hope and Despair. Actually, Demotivate. How about that noise? Ariadne. Attack. And Agni. Ow, 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 ow. Motivate yourself. White magic. Harmonia all. Attack and attack. Lionel! No! Oh wow. White magic. Rebirth. Lionel and attack. Ow, ow, ow. How dare you dodge my awesome skills? Good Lionel. Wait, yeah. Wait, yeah. No, Scarlet! Where is it? Rebirth. Ow, ow, ow! You're an asshole! Harmonia all. Attack and attack. No, ow! Oh, fuck you! Fuck you, man. Please die. Oh, you are an asshole. Wait, Angel's Tear. Angel's Tear. And Angel's Tear. Yeah, fucking knew it. Alright, okay, let's try this time. I've got an idea. horseshoe. Let's go buy some more of those, shall we? Walking, 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 walking. So, what town would they be in? Where's the nearest shop? Up here, I think. Oh, sorry. No, this shop hasn't got one. Come on, Liberty! You're not half dead yet, woman. You're very nearly there. Has this has got one, right? One of those item shops, correct? Shit. Ah, itchy eye. Why? I don't want an itchy eye. Come in here. Let me guess. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, alright, alright. There's no need to fuss yet. I can still pull this off and out of my hat. Pull it out of your ass! I will. I will pull it out of my ass. And it will be glorious. Oh shit. You're not gonna... No, didn't think so. Alright, alright, alright. No need to fret just yet. Also, where the fuck are the rest of the books? Pretty sure there are some around somewhere. There must be. There has to be. That can't be all of them. I'm sure it's not. We already went in there. That town has some too. The arena. That's not a town. I wonder why... that town never really got revisited, did it? Alright, so... Please have some. Please have some. I beg and you please. Please have some extra stuff. Give me stuff that I can use. Yes! Alright, let's try that. I don't know if it's going to work, but it should, conceivably, should work. Good God, guys. You realize I've been on this for half a day, right? Freaking half a day! And this isn't even considered one of the longer games of RM series games. There are others that are considered much longer. What's this? Alright. Let's do that again. Are we all healed up? Yep, we most certainly are. Save again, and go through all this dialogue again. See, I don't like the idea of forcibly skipping scenes, but it is a nice thing to give in when it's like something like this. I mean, I wouldn't allow all cutscenes to be skipped in my own games, but maybe if there were one before a boss, I would possibly allow it. Possibly. Especially if it's obnoxious and long. This one isn't obnoxious and long, apart from the wait times, but, you know, you get some of those ones that are like, ugh. I'm your shadow, the blood, the screams, the tears. I can't believe this. Kill me, I beg of you. He's coming. Alright, this should help a little. Maybe. Let's try paralyzing the little shit. Attack, attack, attack. Ow, what's wrong, dude? What's the matter? Oh, is something the matter? do not have the ability to hurt me as much as you were. But I bet Ragnarok does. Motivate your motorboat. You can Amalthea all, everyone, and everyone attack. Ow, 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 ow. I should probably have used the other one instead. Motivate your motorboat. Harmonia all. Attack and attack. Ow, 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 ow. Oh god. They came in handy, didn't they? Motorboat Scarlet's motorboat. Everyone attack. We're not too bad off at the moment. Man, horseshoes, lucky horseshoes. Fucking lucky horseshoes, man. Stab you in the knee. Sword skills yourself. White harmonia all and attack attack. Ow, 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 ow. Heal, 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 heal. Quit dodging my attacks, you shit. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. But not really. And everyone attack. We're all fine for the moment. Ow, 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 ow. Yes, horseshoes were definitely the right way to go. Come on, dude. Oh. Man, I gotta admit, I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open. I'm an idiot. I should have healed. Oh, got him! Yay! We won the battle. Fire dress, eh? My nothingness, eh? My friends. The sensation. Has my time finally come? Thank you. Ooh. Yeah! Wow, yeah, guys! Oh, sorry. Guess what time it is? It's story time with Livy! The Minorian king prepared his troops and made for Elena, the last kingdom standing between him and world domination. There the young man stood waiting, with the mastered Excalibur in hand. Its brilliant light frightened the king, and led him to draw his cursed sword. An epic battle began, not only between a hero and a twisted king, but also between the Ragnarok and the Excalibur, between Zaon and the four goddesses. Although the young man had now regained his faith in himself, the king's power was too overwhelming. He soon realized he was fighting a losing battle. The king came at him mercilessly, striking at him with all his strength. He fell to the ground exhausted. As the king prepared to strike the final blow, something happened to the young man. Flashes of his loyal companions appeared before his eyes, and the Excalibur in his hand began to glow, blinding the king. The man stood up and struck the Ragnarok with all his might, shattering it into a million pieces. He watched as the king fell dead, finally free of his terrible greed. The war was over, and the threat of Zaon with it. With his task fulfilled, the young man went home to his loved ones. The world was once again safe, and the four goddesses decided it was time to leave the future in the hands of the people. They looked once... Oh God, no, why? Oh... Sorry guys, trying to... Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna pause it till that stops. I'll be back. Where was I? Sorry about that. I had to pause it for a moment and go talk to somebody. Which was great for my voice. Yep, definitely. With his task fulfilled, the young man went home to his loved ones. The world was once again safe, and the four goddesses decided it was time to leave the future in the hands of the people. They looked one last time upon the beautiful world they had created before they went to sleep. Forever. And... last one. And that is all. This is our history. I believe seeking this knowledge would still my curious heart, but my mind is now riddled with more questions than ever before. How did it come to this? What trapped Zaon inside the Ragnarok, causing the events of the Eliana War? And will this peace last? We may never know. Nonetheless, we now enter a new era, one in which we are alone, unable to depend on the power of gods. We now control our own fate and must help each other forward into a brighter future. It is important that we are all aware of this, and that is why I, Magus Nuvola, have decided to share this knowledge as my last deed as King of Meduna. Whoops, well, I made him sound like a woman. He was a very effeminate king. Yes. Now more than ever, we must use our past to shape the present. Know our darkness, embrace our light, and create a future we can all take great pride in. To my descendants, should they ever read this, believe in yourselves and trust each other. The world is now yours. Ah yes, Nuvola. That is our family name. Marth. Yes. Hey, Marth, you're related to, you know, Nuvola. Alright. Items. Tent. Oh yeah, equipment. We got... Holy shit. Holy fuck, yes. You know what? I'm gonna leave them on. Yes, save the game, absolutely. Hey, hey, hey. What is this place? This must be it. The in-between world. Our final destination. It'll all be over after this. Welcome to my humble abode. Aditya. Then you know. This is my prison, my grand requiem, where I have resided for the last 500 years. This is where everything will end. It begins with you, then the rest of this heartless world will follow. This shall be the world's graveyard. We're not gonna let that happen. My children cannot hope to stand against my will. By all means, try and prove me with a few moments of entertainment. I will be waiting. Well, she seems confident enough. We can only hope the bark is worse than the bite. Indeed. I'm detecting I'm not the only one worried. We can't lose now. If we did, none of this would have made any sense. Our journey would have been for absolutely nothing. That isn't how it ends, I know it. I've got a lot of unfinished things in my life, things I have to do, things I want to do, and things I know I'm supposed to do. That's why I have to live. That's why you have to live, Catherine. Well, look who's finally stepped up. He's right. We've all had our reasons for coming this far, just like we have our reasons for making it to the end. So let's make sure we finish this and return alive. All of us. Yeah. Let's make sure we use the save point before we absolutely die for no particular reason. Walkie, 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 talkie, talkie, walkie, walkie, talkie, 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 walkie, talkie. Look, I don't want to fight any of you guys. I am full health and MP. I don't want to waste it on you lot. I don't need the money. I probably don't need the experience either. So, you know, fuck off. Seriously. Serious. Oh my god, not again, for fuck's sake. Sorry, I'll be back, guys. And I'm back. And someone has finally finished mowing the lawn, yay. Alright, let's get back into this, shall we? Green? What the? Caldana? Impossible, this cannot be the real Caldana. What is it then? An illusion? This is the world I have seen it for the last 500 years. What? This is an in-between dimension, a rift in time. This must only be a reflection of the real Cadena, a window of some kind. So she's been watching us all through these windows. This is creeping me out. I feel like I'm looking out at the world through a cage. Imagine how she feels, dude. It's no use. It's like I'm completely invisible. She probably went troppo. I don't want to set the world on fire. More. Go away! I do not want to deal with you. Okay, so this way then. I know, I'm sorry I've gone so quiet. My throat is hurting and I'm tired. Note to self, pick a shorter game next time I decide to do one of these things. Go away. I do not want to talk with you lot. I am already a pretty rich person. Oh, for frig's sake. Go away! Oh, for frig... Oh yay! Crystal area! Wonderful! Ice! Ice everywhere! Go away! Oh! Oh, it's a boss. Alright, never mind then. Apparently I can't run from this bastard. But I can still slay him. Wow. Such pain. Oh, sorry guys. How rude. Die, mother Hydra. You know, that's one thing that people don't do right with their games. Balancing between normal attacks and skills. Like, take this game. Normal attacks are so much better than skills. It's like a world of difference. Then you get games where the skills are like heads and shoulders better than the attacks. Which makes a sort of sense. But they shouldn't, when you get a new weapon, like say you get Excalibur, and your attack does 20 damage, and your skills do 5,977 damage, then you've got an issue. Oh hey, it's Antline Dude. How you doing, dude? Ooh, looks like it's a sunny day. A sunny day in sunny Australia. Summertime when the weather is high. I was out there a little bit earlier, washing some stuff out outside. Yeah, nice and sunny, good hint of wind. It's not a bad day. Yesterday was nice too. Yes. When all else fails, talk about the weather. I'm so sorry, guys. Good lord. After this, I'm going to nap my little head off in order to get ready for the mapping, the judging tonight, in like 10 hours. Is it 10 hours? It's about 9 or 10 hours now. Wait. Yeah, 10 hours. No, wait. Yeah, 11 hours. Then. That'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to playing everyone's games and seeing what they've created. By the time these go up, I should have already finished judging and playing. Possibly. Well, maybe playing, but not necessarily judging. Dear God, yeah, I definitely need some sleep after this. Yet my chances of falling asleep are pretty low because it's like it's nearly midday for one, and I'm terrible at falling asleep. During the daylight hours, I just can't do it. It's the brightness. It gets me. It gets me every time. Another boss. Look, seriously, you guys? I'm barely paying attention to these. I'm just spamming the attack button, which is kind of sad, I have to admit. The fact that these are bosses and I can just spam the attack button and beat them with no worries. I'd say it's one of the failings of this game. It is a bit on the easy side, but it does have a good, decent, fun, neat story to tell. And the characters are pretty cool. And rather well written, for the most part. I mean, there's a few little instances here and there of, little, like, spelling errors and, stuff. A little bit of corniness, to be sure. But, overall, it's a pretty good game, I believe. The graphics weren't as bad as I originally remembered. They must have got a touch-up or something. Maybe I had, like, version 1 that I first played? Because I remember going to LP it. I had a version of it. I was going to LP it, but then I looked at I saw the graphics and I was like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do it, I can't be objective about it. I was in that judgy kind of frame of mind. But I've since, gotten over that. Or this is an upgrade. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. What the? Lost soul. Good God. Stop yawning, Libby. Oh. I'll have mine to auto battle this one. I better keep an eye out just in case it turns out like, what's his face? Zayon. He was a hard one, wasn't he? That Zayon though. Oh god. Well, we're nearly finished, and well, we'll see if we can finish in this episode. I'm sort of determined to keep it in like 12 episodes. 12-hour long episodes are more than enough in my book. Much more than enough. Stab you in the eye with my pokey stick. Magic up, that's not going to do much good. I have certain things on which make magic not really awesome. Yay! We won the battle! Ooh, what was that? Was it Scarlet? Ayla, oh. Alright, Alright, I think we're all fine. Oh, save point. Good. Need that. What's this? Cool. This is it. We'll find Aditya in here. Once we go in, there'll be no turning back. Better make sure we're fully prepared. We are. Don't you worry. We are prepared. On that cursed day, 500 years ago, I sealed my father away to protect the world from his greed. But I made the fatal mistake of underestimating him. With the last of his strength, he banished me to a prison of my own, to this place, where I have resided for centuries, unable to reach the outside world. It was 7 years ago that I finally broke free of my father's curse. As time went on, my strength came back to me, and I created the vultures. I used them to manipulate the flow of time, creating 2 separate timelines. I began my search through time for a boy suitable for carrying out my will. And I found you. However, the vultures I created were incomplete. They possessed no flesh and blood, no human bodies, and that was causing them to wither away. So I called 4 men into this world, meant to be vessels for my creations. Everything proceeded as I had planned. But then one of those men escaped, and the 4th vulture was never able to find a vessel. Thus my dear creation faded back into nothingness. That was when events began to occur, events I had not foreseen. Mainly the arrival of you 2 and your continuous meddling. I have one question. The Rosetta Stones, if you made those creatures to be free of all human boundaries, why give them such a fatal weakness? It should be obvious. To bend them to my will. I had no guarantee those creatures would not turn against me. They needed to know their place, through threats if necessary. I see. Well, we're not done meddling just yet. I'm going to throw something at a cat. Wait. Empty bottle is charged and go! Get out! Shoot! One moment, guys. Sorry about that. The cat will eat my cat's food if I don't chase them out. They're hogs like that. Well, we're not done meddling just yet. Whatever you're planning to do from here, we're putting an end to it. You've gone far enough. Such arrogance! How dare you challenge my will? You who have not even come to terms with your own demons.
What are you talking about? I already...
Indeed, the darkness within you was repelled that day in the castle, but the scars, the memories, and the pain remain as strong as ever. Striking down an attacking army won't destroy its fortress. Your awakening has only just begun.
What do you care? We're here to stop you. That'll be the end of everything.
So eager to face me. But I wonder, do you have it in you to face yourself?
What are you doing? Stop!
What's wrong?
Don't you feel that... Ah!
As expected, you're completely terrified.
Marth! No, don't do this. Stop! I thought I wouldn't have to see this place again. Weakling. What? Loser. Coward. Freak. What's going on? Who's talking? Sorry, there just isn't room for you here. Like you could ever be with a woman. You're the ugliest little brat I've ever seen. No, don't. I don't want to think about those things anymore. Weakling, loser, coward, freak, weakling, loser, coward, freak, weakling, loser, coward, freak, weakling, loser, coward, freak.
Weren't you coming back, Dad? Why didn't you want me anymore? Don't you want to be my dad?
No, stop. Who the hell are you?
Need you ask? I'm you. You're me. You and I are one and the same. I'm a fragment of you, one that exists in the darkest depths of your mind.
Why are you doing this to me?
I've done nothing. You're doing this to yourself. All this is a result of your own actions, your own emotions. You've always refused to face this truth.
What are you saying?
I know all there is to know about you.
You don't know anything. I've never allowed anyone to know.
I am the you that exists in your mind. Indeed, your greatest fear is the you that exists in the minds of others. Therefore you hide, you refuse to reveal your true self to anyone. You know this to be true.
Don't do this to me.
You're so afraid of giving others the wrong impression of yourself that you attempt to shut out all impressions entirely. Thus you are alone. That's right. Open your eyes. Your entire life has been spent hiding from what could potentially cause pain, from interaction with others. However, that way has been painful as well, has it not?
It has.
Indeed. In fact, it has only served to strengthen the very core of your suffering, the core that is loneliness. Loneliness. Yes, it's a human nature to embrace one another. You run from this in fear of being hurt, yet in the process of doing this you only hurt yourself. So no matter what I do, I can't escape the pain. You mean there's no hope for me? There's always hope. That's why I'm here. I offer liberation. Give in, Marth. Lower your guard. End this lifelong struggle. Free your heart and sleep forever in the sweet embrace of death.
No. I admit, once I felt that way. But not anymore. I can't die. I know now that there's someone who cares about me, someone I've grown to trust and to love. I won't hide anymore. I'll stand up and face my fears with her beside me.
Congratulations, Marv. You made it.
I did?
Actually, we're 2 heads short. Believe in your friends, Marv. Trust them and let them into your heart.
I offer you the ultimate liberation and you decline? This is odd. My friends, I'm counting on you. Let's kill this fucker. Don't ask what I just laughed about. I will tell you shortly. Actually, no, you already know, don't you? It was found... Oh, no, it hasn't exactly been said. Well, when it's said, I'll tell you. Die, agony. Ooh, yeah.
Impossible. This cannot be.
Looks like I passed your test.
But this is absurd. You're all at the mercy of all the... How could you have... Seems to me that you've grossly underestimated us. It appears I was mistaken. That was quite an admirable feat. You have caught my attention. The tables have turned. Nonsense. My mind, my will, has endured for 500 years. This changes nothing.
Then let me ask you something, Aditya. You risked your life to prevent your father from destroying the world, but now you follow in his footsteps. Why are you doing this?
First of all, I'll have you know I'm nothing like my father. But I do owe it to you to answer that question. Have you ever stopped to take a good look, at the disturbing world we live in? For centuries, I was trapped inside these cursed chambers, betrayed, punished by my own father. In this disgusting place I was alone. Images of the world were all around me, but I myself was invisible. Can you even begin to imagine what this is like? Observing everything, unable to reach out and grasp it. Standing in the cold, looking in, seeing the world only through a crystal mirror. Having no one, nothing to interact with, and your own mind slowly eating away at you. This has been my curse, my reality, my 500 years of agony. Do we truly desire a world in which a fate like mine is allowed? Should such a level of misery be permitted to exist? I have taken it upon myself to banish this pain. The only way for a human being to achieve eternal peace of mind is through death. Life is simply a futile struggle towards this peace, peace sought after through power, which in turn brings misery to others. This has been reality ever since the human mind invented the concepts of yours and mine. It is our never-ending circle of despair. Therefore I will end all life, the sources of all struggles, of all suffering. That is my ultimate desire.
Just as I suspected. Even the one pulling the strings is just doing what she believes is right. Hate to say it, I kind of understand you. We're getting tired of running around chasing after people like you. I'm sure you're getting sick of our meddling, so how about this? It ends here. The winner decides. If you win, do whatever you want. But if we defeat you, we'll be the ones to decide the world's future.
The winner takes it all, huh?
Exactly. And as for the loser, no hard feelings.
Sounds about right.
Indeed.
This should be good. An interesting proposition. Very well, I accept. But make no mistake, I shan't go easy on you. Rest assured, neither will we.
Death will come to us all someday. It is pointless to rush things. Today we will fight despair and press on. We will live.
Banishing despair alone is a foolish idea. You fear the dark and therefore you wish to eliminate it. But to go to such lengths as to shatter the light along with it, I cannot allow this.
Aditya, we'll show you just how strongly we believe in the future of mankind. Aditya, why the fuck are you naked?
Hee You poor misguided souls, don't you see? This is the only way. This is our only redemption. Lower your weapons. Come and join me in eternal sleep.
Sorry, bitch. Not gonna happen. Okay, so keys doesn't work.
I witnessed the Elena War, one of 100 years ago with my own eyes. Innocent men and women, young and old, slaughtered like animals over one man's lust for power. Tell me, could you have looked into their eyes of those victims and told them their world had not betrayed them?
Yeah, I could have. Because they knew. The world can be a real bitch sometimes, but it is what it is. There is good and bad in all sides of it. just a matter of not getting caught out and dealing with your hand. The world's not a fair place to live in, Aditya. But we survive. We always survive. We move on. We learn to live with pain.
I fell in love once, you know. It was centuries ago. He was an Empyrean knight, loyal and kind, who never harmed a single living being. I watched him every day from here inside my crystal prison. Then do you know what happened? He was fooled into marrying a selfish, manipulative lady, and lived out his days in utter misery. Not only was I unable to reach out and touch my beloved knight, but I had to watch him doom himself to a fate he did not deserve. I could have saved him. He could have saved me.
Sometimes you just don't get what you want. It sucks, but there it is.
Decades ago, a young girl caught my eye, a sweet child that reminded me much of my past self, innocent and kind. Do you know what happened to her? She was chased up into the mountains by a pair of boys who wanted to give her more than she wanted to give. Who wanted more from her than she wanted to give. Terrified, she ran from them, stumbled and fell off a cliff. Her life was instantly stolen from her, and those responsible were never punished for their horrible sin. Last year, those two disgusting boys, now disgusting old men, were the first two human beings my vultures murdered.
Well, at least someone was looking out for her. And it shouldn't happen, but it does, a lot more than you think. But does that mean you have to doom all of the world for two boys' sake? Because two men did something that was so reprehensible? There's a lot of good in the world too, and it's not all darkness. There is also light. And I'm sure that girl could have told you that.
Why do you persist? Why won't you accept the death you so desperately need?
There's no denying the world can be a horrifying place. And there are times when I think that's all it is. But that's what makes hope such a powerful thing. What keeps us going is mankind's never-ending faith in a brighter tomorrow. But faith isn't all we have. We'll show you that we have the will to change. We will build that tomorrow, and we will prove you wrong. Ow, 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 ow.
Lionel, no!
Hey, we won the battle.
What irony. I followed this path for 500 years, and now I'm defeated by a child. Is this my punishment? For being wrong all this time? Have I only brought deeper misery upon myself?
Hey, it's not completely impossible to understand your point of view, you know.
Spare me the sympathy. I'm your enemy, a threat, to your very existence. Marth.
Catherine? Oh yeah,
Catherine. Within you shines a radiant light unlike anything I've ever seen before, one that conquered even my malice. I will keep my word. The worlds that I have torn asunder will now return to one.
Hey, that's not what we asked for. Return to one.
All that I ripped apart will be merged together again. Time, history, even people.
How will that work?
Simply put, it won't. The worlds are no longer as similar as they once were. Therefore, one timeline must erase the other. One must be dominant. The era I created was one of fear, of suffering, with the nightmares feeding upon it like parasites. Therefore, I will use the last of my strength and my life to make your world, your peaceful era, the dominant one.
You mean you'll...
It is the only way.
Then what will happen to everyone living in the other world?
They will again become one. The memories and emotions will simply be overridden by those from your peaceful world. In other words, the world that I have manipulated will never have existed. You three were originally from the peaceful world. Thus you will remain unchanged by this. However,
I'll forget everything. My time with the Nightwings, my departure from Etheria, and my journey with you.
I fear even the strongest of memories are unlikely to survive.
Well then, I'll just have to accept that. Scarlet.
There is no time for goodbyes. Time is merging as we speak. Go, return to the portal immediately.
Thank you.
This sensation, this warm embrace. I can feel it. I'm fading. Father.
Well then, I guess this is goodbye.
Scarlet.
I'd like to say I'll miss you and that I'll never forget you, but I guess that isn't a promise I can keep. Either way, we'll find you. Even if you forget us, we won't forget you. We'll come visit you sometime.
He's right, and we'll make you remember. We won't stop nagging until you do.
Agreed. This is not our last meeting.
My friends, Marth, Catherine, Lionel, I've seen and done a lot of things these last few years. Many of them I'd like to forget. But I want you to know that my time spent with you, it truly...
Scarlet!
No, I haven't got tears in my eyes. No. Nope, not me. I don't cry at the drop of a hat. Nope, 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 nope. Not me. If I'm sniffling, it's because of allergies. Yep, totally allergies. I'm not weak to, disappearing friend plots. Nope, 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 not me. Nope, nope.
Everyone. Let's go home. Yes, let's, shall we? You are an idiot, sir. My home. It's been 7 years. Back then, the time that I was the happiest. I cannot go back and face it just yet, not while there are still promises left to fulfill. I swear, when I have achieved what I set out to do all those years ago, I'll return to you, Lillian. Perhaps then I'll be worthy of your love once again. Until then, I trust you'll take good care of her, my son. Yeah, that's why, I kind of had a little laugh at, during the final boss when it said, father's disappointment or father's, abandonment. How it was super effective against, against Dion. Because he was her father. I mean, his father. He was Marth's father. He is Marth's father. We spent so much time hiding from each other, you and I. But now those days are over. I now understand the burden you were carrying all alone for so many years, and how much our journey together lightened it. I'm truly grateful you've finally let me in, that you've trusted me and given me a chance to know you, maybe even heal you. But what I still haven't told you is that you've been healing me, too. Someday soon I'll tell you my story, Marth, and I know you'll listen. Oh, I just want to point out that this game was created, I think, before Final Fire Emblem, whatever that was with Marth in it, I do believe. Ah, there you are. How are the repairs coming? Well, they're a bit slow at first, but things are progressing nicely. You can tell people are much more motivated now. Excellent. Give my thanks to the others. Oh, we should be the ones thanking you, ma'am. Had you not restarted the Aethra... That name always gets me. Aethra Restoration Committee, this town would still be in ruins. Well, I can't take all the credit for that. Anyway, we'd best get back to work. Am I doing all right, Lucas? It is thanks to you that I've made it this far, because you believed in me. I'll never forget your words that day. You taught me the importance of hope, and now the dream that you and I shared is soon to be realized. Now, once the restoration is complete, I'll have some other friends to visit. Did she remember? Marth, Catherine, Dion. My time spent with you, it truly changed me. And that is all. My story is over, with all evidence of our quest swept away like footsteps in the sand. But you and I share a memory of a journey that brought us together. Our hearts, no longer apart, have joined together to beat as one. And in your warm embrace, the many years of pain and loneliness seem like little more than a bad dream, a dream from which I have long awakened. Before I publish this book, I'd like to leave the last few pages for her to fill in. The one who made it possible for me to write this to begin with, who saved me, my once clouded heart. Dun dun dun. I think she might have some things she wants to say. To all my friends and my dear Catherine, thank you. Forever yours, Marth Favola.
Yay, guys! Yay! Yay! We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Congratulations on finishing the game! You have now unlocked the bonus room, where you can hear a few words from the maker of this game and find out things that you may not have noticed. You'll also find additional scenes that are relevant to the story but didn't fit in the game itself. Yeah, let's have a look around. Why not? Right? I should probably make this a separate video, but whatever. Hiya, welcome to the bonus room version 2. Looks like you beat the game. I guess that means you stuck with it all the way through. I really appreciate that. I'm Karl-Martin, or just Karl, the maker of this game. Now, you're probably wondering what this is all about, so I'll give you a little verbal tour of this place. You could compare this to a special features menu on a DVD in terms of what kind of stuff you'll find here. Basically, you can go in 4 directions. Each path leads to a room. If you head south, you'll find the production room, where you can find a few things about the game on a technical level, how it was made, the music, the graphics, and so on. On the left is the character room, which is similar but focuses more on the characters of Clouded Heart. You may learn some things about them that you haven't noticed yet. On the right, which I guess is the main attraction, you'll find the story room, where you can access extra scenes that didn't make it into the main game. These include an additional ending scene, as well as a little something for those who have played my first game, The Hero of Meduna. But for this room there's a catch. To access it, you must have beaten the game and all its side quests 100%. In other words, you must have put out all the lights shining in the Traverse Cavern at the end of the game. Did it! As for the room straight ahead, you'll just have to find out yourself. Right. Well, that's all. Have fun and come see me when you're done. Will do. First we're going this way. Hey. This room is tiny, huh? Well, originally this was supposed to be a room where I'd rant endlessly about the characters of this game. But that'd probably suck, so instead I'll just use this room to give you a little slideshow of sorts. You may have noticed that some hand-drawn images have popped up during the game, mainly on the title screen and in dialogue scenes. These were drawn by me personally. In this slideshow I'll show you a few more, one for each of the 4 main characters, and I'll comment on the characters along the way. And a little note to the other RPG makers if they happen to download and play this game from the internet. You may not use these images in your own games or anywhere else without my permission. I consider that plagiarism. Well, now that that's out of the way, I'll just get to the point. You want to check out... yeah, sure. Great! I had to reduce the image quality a bit so I could import the pictures, but they should still be alright. Enjoy the slideshow! The character Marth was the whole reason I decided to begin the Clouded Heart project. The concept of main character having to confront himself was what got me started. I wanted to put good and evil into a kind of philosophical light as a main theme, and also focus on an issue that most people have to face and can relate to: loneliness. Marth encountered a dark version of himself in the story. Encountering a dark version of himself in the story was my very first idea, and that gradually developed into, well, all of this. I could go into a total psychoanalysis on Marth and his inner conflict, but I won't put you through that right now. But if you ever suspected Marth was my character in the game, you wouldn't be entirely wrong. I'm a lot like him, just slightly less conflicted, I hope. But then again, that applies to all the other characters too. They all have a little bit of me in them. So I guess anyone who finishes this game ends up knowing me pretty well. Wow, I'm scared of you now. Anyway, moving on. Catherine was one of the other fundamental ideas I had for this game. A heroine that was more than meets the eye. The thing about Catherine is that she seems to be your average cheerful teenage girl, but in reality she's a very dark and heavy character. She hides her real self from others just like Marth does, except she's better at it. She might even be more complex than him as far as that goes. During the course of the game, Marth is the only person who truly catches a glimpse of who she really is.
There's also something she suspects about her mother that causes her a lot of pain. That's a small detail you may not have noticed. If you haven't, you might be able to figure it out based on something she says near the end of the game, or you can watch the bonus scene that you'll find in another room. Lionel was hard to draw. This was the first piece of concept art I drew of him. Anyway, even though Martha and Catherine were always planned to be the two main characters of the story, I couldn't just rely on them alone. The ideas for Lionel and Scarlett came a bit after I had mapped out exactly what I wanted this story to be about. Lionel, or Dion, became a lot more involved in everything than I first imagined, and I guess it's an unwritten rule that every RPG must have a guy with amnesia in it. Lionel's secret's never spelled out directly, it's all a matter of connecting the pieces. If you've done all the side quests of the game, you've probably already figured it out. I had hoped I'd be able to make the connection between him and Martha a little less obvious, but oh well. At first, Scarlett seems like a very cold and enigmatic character, but she'll do anything for the people who have earned her love. What keeps Scarlett going is her dream of restoring her hometown, Aethera. This is more out of love for her brother than any kind of national pride. By saving Aethera, she's fulfilling the dream she and her brother Lucas shared. To give something truly important, and to fulfill the dreams of her loved ones, is Scarlett's definition of happiness. But how did she remember Martha and the others at the end? Well, I'm keeping that one a secret for now. There is a logical explanation, and you might figure it out if you think about it. Alright. That was educational. Ooh, hey. One thing I realized while working on this game is that graphics in an RPG do matter. Sorry, retro gamers. I've felt several times while developing this game that the images in my head didn't transfer very well to the game, simply because of the lack of possibilities. If this had been designed like a modern game with detailed 3D models, especially the facial expressions, voices, orchestral music, etc., it had completely changed the experience. Not just in an eye-candy way. What I mean is there are limits to what you can express with sprites. If you play a lot of games, imagine your favourite scene from a modern game done like this, then you may know what I mean. A lot of the emotion gets toned down. For example, the Final Fantasy IX ending. I won't spoil any of the events, but that scene is so powerful partly because of the beautiful music and the tears in a certain character's eyes. I can't do things like that in RPG Maker, which is a shame because I really think some parts of the game could have had a much greater impact if I could. Obviously, it's extremely unlikely that I'd ever be able to upgrade any of that much by myself. I have neither the skills nor resources for that, I'm just dreaming. When I think about it, all I could see this story as an anime series as well. I really like the anime style for how expressive it is. You know, it's been years since I started using RPG Maker, and I still don't know what this thing is supposed to be. I said that earlier! I think it's a Japanese bathtub, but I'm not sure! Wow, with copies of me running around all over the place like this, I'm starting to feel like Agent Smith. Why just me? Well, I'm the only one who worked on this game, so I guess I'm a one-man development team. Well, I couldn't have done it completely by myself. Go check a certain other room and you'll know what I mean. This version 4 of the game, was released in October 2010 with an updated script, a new dialogue design, a bunch of name changes and some other stuff. See, I knew it! Will I make another version someday? Maybe. I have nothing to say on that. I have lots of ideas, but unfortunately most of them are impossible to realize thanks to the limitations of RM2K. Did you know, this game was originally developed as a sequel to the first game I ever made, The Hero of Meduna.
That game took place 89 years before the story of Clouded Heart, and first introduced characters like Keith Magus, Marth's grandfather, and Zaon. However, I decided to drop the game because, well, my first game sucked. So I reworked the story to stand on its own without the need to have played the first game. If you're curious about the storyline in that game, why not check out the Meduna Chronicles in the items section. They sum it all up pretty well. That is, if you found them all, which I have, because I'm fucking awesome! A sequel? No, I'd probably ruin the game by doing that. Sequels to stories that already had a proper ending usually don't turn out very well. I mean, look at Disney. Either way, I think it's time for me to retire from RPG Maker World. It's a lot of work, and I don't have it in me to start a new project anytime soon. I gave Clouded Heart my all, so I feel I've shown my full potential with the stuff as it is. I doubt I could top it if I ever made another game like this. This game is full of references. You know, like subtle nods to other games, films and TV series. Did you notice any of them? A lot of Chrono Trigger ones. Well, in the end, it all comes down to how many interests we have in common. You'll find references to my first game, Final Fantasy, and other Squaresoft games, as well as several TV shows. If you check out the story room in here, you'll find some Smallville-inspired dialogue, for example. I am Era. Good one. If you're already familiar with RPG Maker, you may recognize a lot of sprites used in this game, but not ones like, say, Marth, Catherine, and Aditya. That's because I made, or rather edited, those myself, because I couldn't find any that really fit the characters I had in mind. Actually, Aditya's one, I don't think he did edit. I'm pretty sure that was somebody else. Or maybe he just edited the hair color. Might have been that. Because I'm pretty sure there's a sprite like her already. It was a, who was it? It wasn't Mac. Rocco? Was it Rocco? No, it wasn't Rocco. It was, come on. Romancing Walker. It was Flair, maybe? I have a feeling it was in conjunction with Mac. Might have been Blue. There were some pretty high names in RPG Maker history. Rocco did a ton of awesome face sets, and people basically shat all over her work, just took it and never gave her credit for it. So she left the scene, which is absolutely horrible because those face sets were fucking awesome. Mac is still around. He's also, well, he's still around doing graphics. He has done some VX Ace graphics, and most people know them. You might find Loose Leaf, I think he's also known as. Yeah, that's Mac. He's been around since forever, and he did a collaboration with Blue, I believe it was, and I think Blue did the character sets, possibly. And well, there were RTP style character sets, a whole ton of them, like all kinds of NPCs and shit like that. And Mac did, I'm not sure if Mac did the character sets himself. He might have done, because there are some Mac style character sets, and they're like the RTP style, but they're a lot chubbier and taller, and they still look pretty awesome, and the colours match his palette a lot better for his graphics. But yeah, Rocco, however, oh, it's sad about Rocco. But yes, Rocco did some face sets with Blue as well, and Blue did character sets for some of her face sets. She did a gold, silver, black-haired series. That was the colour of the hair. Then she did these heroes that were really awesome, and yes. Gee, that really aged me, didn't it? Yeah, I've been around for a while, guys. All the music in this game that didn't come with RPG Maker itself is taken from VGmusic.com. The tracks themselves are mainly from Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross and Xenogears, plus a few here and there from other games.
sure this just leads... Yeah, in a triangle. Square. Corner. Right. Yay! So, I know. Want to travel halfway across the world 88 years into the past? Yeah, alright. Why not? Make this a double long episode. It will soon be in time. Yep. Sure you're up for this? Indeed. Good, that's what I wanted to hear. You know, I'm really glad you came to your senses with all this. I wonder though, is it right to abandon my duties here and leave everything in the hands of Diane and Lena? I'll be fine, you know that. To them it's just a humongous honor. Besides, you've been king for as long as I can remember, not to mention you led the restoration of a city most people thought was gone for good. I think you've earned a bit of an early retirement. The Euphemia country. To think we know so little about it before all this. Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder what else could be out there. But someone else will have to discover that. I'm done exploring. I think I'll just find a nice place to settle down and continue my research. Yes. Time, correct? That's right. Of all the things you could conduct research on. What? I'm curious. It's a phenomenon we can neither define nor explain, so I'm gonna uncover the mystery. Well, good luck. Do I detect sarcasm? Well, if anyone can do it, it's you. Thanks. But I have to admit, it does kind of make me feel like a mad scientist. When were you ever sane? Got a point there. Well, what about you? What do you plan on doing once we reach Euphemia? Live like a normal person for once? Perhaps start a family? Awesome! You gonna let me babysit the little ones? That thought is somewhat frightening. Hey, it's not like I'd use them as guinea pigs for my new inventions or anything. Well, as long as they behave. Anyway, thought of any names yet? Dion's a good name. Not bad. That does sound like something you'd name your kid. Let's hope the lady agrees. What about you? I don't know. I guess I'd settle down eventually after we've moved. Find myself a nice girl and, you know. Eternal bachelor Keith Elliot, settle down. That is something I never expected to hear from you. Well, you know, better make sure the family lives on. Can't stay hot and single forever. I don't know about names, but like, maybe Leonard or Kieran or something if I get a boy. Sounds to me like you've given this more thought than you're telling me. Hey, I just noticed them in a book once. No big deal. And what kind of book was this? Parenting for Dummies? I knew it. Oh, let's not forget whose bookshelf I secretly borrowed it from. Anyway, what do you say we go out and have a drink this weekend, just like old times? What's the occasion? Since when do you need a good reason to have a good time? Magus, dude, the whole royalty responsibility thing must have really scrambled your brains. But aren't we going to that reunion party at Ellen and Michelle's? That's next weekend. Doesn't mean we can't do this weekend. Hope to see you there. The Euphemia country. Is this where I'll find my nirvana? Neat little slice of back history there. Alright, what's up here? Want to see my bonus scene? It's a very dark scene that shows how Catherine handles Aditya's mind attack, the one you saw Marth go through right before the final battle. Catherine's version definitely isn't any easier to overcome. What is she hiding in the deepest riches of her mind, and what will she learn from it? Want to watch the scene? Yeah, alright.
Mommy!
What? Hello? Anyone there?
Mommy, wake up! You can't sleep today! We're gonna visit Daddy's grave, remember?
No, not that.
Mommy?
Don't bring it back, please.
Mommy, why are you so cold?
No, stop! Only a few months before that day, your mother was perfectly healthy. Then your father died. She soon followed. The cause of Christine Elliott's death remains a mystery to this day. To you, however, it was never a mystery. I said stop! None of this matters anymore! She could not bear the thought of raising you alone. She departed willingly. That's a lie! Mum would never kill herself! There was never any proof that she did! And there was never proof that she didn't. And now it appears you are breaking the one promise you made to her. You are crying. You are crying. Sorry, I had to leave for a sec. What do you know? Ooh, pardon. I know all there is to know. I am you. I'm what belongs in the darkest depths of your heart. That's crazy. If you were me, why would you torture me like this?
You have given me no other choice. You have pushed me away again and again. You've refused to acknowledge me, refused to face me. But in reality, for each passing day, for each time you tried to escape me, your heart became more tainted. And now, after all those years of running away, you've lost yourself. Pushing away the memories meant pushing away your very soul. You promised you would be strong, that you would never cry despite the burning pain that never left your heart. The sorrow, the insecurity, the doubt, the agony of being the girl who was too difficult for even her mother to love. Shut up! Please, I can't. All of this you desperately try to push away, but were you ever able to? Did you not feel them, the deep scars eating away at your very core? But I've moved on since then. I've learned to live alone, and I've made some good friends. Lies. You never moved forward. Instead, you stopped to build an impenetrable wall around your heart where you could be safe. Inside this wall you were protected. Your harsh reality could no longer hurt you. Every emotion, positive and negative, was blocked out. Then came the lie, the facade, the image of an easygoing, simple-minded girl who was perfectly fine on her own, an act to hide your real, fragile and vulnerable self. You know this is true. I do. And so began your circle of misery. You refused to reveal who you are, making it impossible for anyone to get close to you, and yet deep inside your sheltered heart is a girl who screams to be loved. I know all that, but I don't know what I should do. One does not simply break out of such a circle. The more you long to be loved, the more your heart attempts to protect itself. Your wall grows stronger even now. In the end, You'll have nothing left, only loneliness. Loneliness? Yes, the ultimate enemy within the human soul. The emptiness that every human being must face and overcome. You have lost this battle. Lost? You mean it's too late? There's no hope? There is one way. Free your heart, Catherine. Continuing this struggle will only lead to more suffering. Your heart will slowly wither away. Come and embrace your mother in death. No. It might be true that I've been kidding myself for all these years, even lied to the people I care about. But not anymore. I've found someone who can see through my facade. I can tell. He knows who I am. I've been tearing down his wall, and he's been tearing down mine. I'm learning to live again. It's him I've chosen to embrace. You cry for help, yet refuse the ultimate liberation? This is unexpected. We're all gonna die, so why rush it? I've got some important things to do first, things that I never want to miss out on. So until then, shove it! You know where! I've begun to understand the horrors you've been keeping locked in your heart all these years, Catherine. But from now on, don't think for a second that you're alone. No matter what it is that stands in your way, I'll be there to face it with you, always. Marth. And it's not just me. All your friends care deeply about you, Catherine. Trust them, as you've trusted me, and they'll come running. Everyone. I could use some help. Let's put an end to all this, together. And you know how it goes from there. Anyway, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the bonus room. This is really interesting stuff, guys. I hope you're finding it interesting too. Things have changed a bit for Martha and Catherine now that they've reached a new stage in their lives. Want to check up on them? Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the lovely doves. Meow. Huh? Hey, it's okay, don't be scared. You're hurt. Looks like you've walked a long way. Don't worry, you're safe here. What's wrong? Look, this cute little guy was wandering around outside. He's got a small wound, but he should be okay. Doesn't look like he has any owners, though. I'm starting to sense an impending "can we keep him?" You sense correctly. Well, sounds good to me. Let's do it. Wow, that was easy. Never pinned you as a cat person. Well, he looks happy. We'll need a name, though. Well, let's see. He's cute, dark, and kinda shy. I say we name him Marthy. What? We're not naming him Marthy. Well, if you don't like the Y part, we could always just make it Marth. But then, that'd get confusing, and if I said, "Marth, it's feeding time," you'd both come running. We're not naming him Marthy. Fine, I give up. So we're really going to do this? Sure, it'll be good practice. Practice? You mean... Yeah, or don't you want to? I didn't say that, but already? What? No, not yet. I mean, we should, you know, enjoy some more life first, right? Right, and take care of little Marthy. Stop that. Besides, the thought of you being pregnant kind of scares me. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Actually, no, I don't blame you. How did the Raven gain control of Euphemia's city so easily? Want to see? Yeah, sure, why not? My, that was a lovely meal. Thank you. Thank you. Indeed, the food here is simply to die for. Say, why don't you take off that hood? It's a bit difficult to have a proper conversation when I can't even see your face. Surely you don't need it here, in the confines of your own castle. Well, I'd rather stay on the safe side. Being a bit mysterious isn't bad for my image, you know. Very well then. Leaving already, sir? Yes, I fear I must be going, but thank you for a splendid evening. I'm glad we finally had the chance to meet. The pleasure's all mine, but it's a shame we couldn't come to an agreement regarding Euphemia. Indeed, well, opening the city for you in such a way could threaten the safety of the civilians, not to mention the blow to my career should it ever be discovered. Surely you understand. Think nothing of it. I predict we'll find a solution soon enough. Good, good. Well, I'd best be on my way. Are you feeling all right, sir? Yes, don't worry. It's just a cough. Ugh. You'll be dead in 7 hours. The meal. Correct. Poison, a special kind made from the acid only found in the marshes south of here. It will cause your internal organs to shut down one by one. I hear the pain is unbearable. You monster! Now, wouldn't this be a tragic end for such a successful man like yourself? I have a little something in my pocket. The antidote. But I'm not sure if I want to waste it on you in case I need it later. You will cooperate, may I? That was rather heartless and cold-blooded, eh? Alright, we've one more room to check, guys! Yay! I can nearly put an end to this. 13 hours. 13 fucking hours! I'm almost free. Oh, who's this? Hiya, I'm Eleanor, or just Ellie. I'm a good friend of Carl's and one of the people who've survived several rants about this game while it's still in development. Alright. Hey, I'm Sophie, better known as Bee. I've known Carl for several years now before he even began working on this game. During the game's development, I've shown a lot of interest in the project and given him much needed encouraging words, threats to help him along. Hi, I'm Andreas. I'm a friend and RPG maker Padawan of Carl's. I've been listening to lots of rants about his game from back when it was still just a short demo of things to come. Hey, I'm Andreas, and I'm Hans Christian. We're in here because we made sure he kept us updated on the progress of the game, and that was motivating and stuff. Ah, you mean we're in the game? So, like, people will see us when they go in here? Cool. Hey, Mom! Dude, do you really think your mom will find this game on the internet, then download it and play it through to the end? Seems somewhat unlikely to me. Oh, yeah. Wait, that guy down there, wasn't his name Andreas too? Yep, that's right. Oh my god, you're multiplying. Oh, anyway, that's all. You can move along now. Hey, I'm known as Jeeb in the Gaming World forums. Hey, Gaming World. I remember that. I've been helping with the second release, version 2 of this game. Specifically, what I've done is draw the battle model for the Raven, that image you see when you're fighting him. I've also given a few comments and suggestions for things to improve for this version, like some other members of Gaming World have done. Also, the maker of the game has no idea what I look like. That's why I'm this cool ghost-like thing. Hello, I'm Old Christiane, one of the beta testers for Clouded Heart version 4. I'm also doing a playthrough for the internet. That might actually already be on YouTube by now, actually. Oops. It's in Norwegian, so if you speak the language, what are you waiting for? Go watch it! Watch it now! I say in English. In the English version of the game. Hello again. I hope you enjoyed this little tour. If you noticed any bugs or glitches in the game, feel free to send an email to me and let me know. I should be able to fix them. Or if you simply want to express your opinion on the game, that's great. I really appreciate all kinds of feedback, so don't be shy about that. He really does. He really does. You can also check out muffinsmedia.com to see all the other projects I'm working on, like the comedy web series Epic Quest, and stay up to date on potential future Clouded Heart news. Anyway, ready to return to the title screen? Yep. See ya. Thanks again for playing. And thank you again! Well, actually, thank you for the first time for watching, guys! This has been one of my favourite RM games. Most of you are probably like, yeah, it was okay, but it wasn't the best game I've ever played. Yeah, I know it's not the best game you've ever played, but when I first got into the RPG Maker scene, and, well, not first, I got first into the RPG Maker scene around 98. That was way before this game was created. But when I first got into the actual forums and communities, and Gaming World, especially Gaming World, it was around the time when this was created, and it was just a little miniature release that didn't draw a lot of attention to it. I found it, and I absolutely love the characters and the story. So there's a bit of nostalgia there for me, because it was at a time when I was starting to actually put myself out there in the gaming community, showing off what I'd made, and starting to play the games that had been put out there. And it was one that just really got my attention, even with the much worse mapping than this version has. Oh lord, that mapping. But it's one of my favourite games for that reason, for the characters, for the story, the themes in the story. I was pretty lonely as a child myself until I hit my teenage years, and it sort of resonated with me in that way. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this playthrough, this very, very, very long playthrough. I think this has to be one of the longest playthroughs I've done. I don't even think, well, maybe Legion Saga, one of the Legion Sagas might have been this long. But, yes, this has to be one of the longest playthroughs I've done. Hopefully this video works, because it is going on to 2 hours now on this one video. I'm thinking I should have cut it at the 1 hour mark, but I didn't remember that there was the bonus rooms. And with the bonus rooms came, like, more scenes and shit. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me you liked it. Tell me you didn't like it. I'll listen. I don't mind. And if you didn't like it, tell me what you didn't like. Please tell me what you didn't like. Spell it out for me. Be detailed. There is a reason I'm asking. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject. Anyway, and last but not least, I hope you have a great day. Keep an eye out. In the future, I might also be doing another game that was one of my favorites. Another not so great in the mapping department, but a decent story and character type game. I've got to find the damn thing first. It's going to be impossible to find because it is an old game. Like this one. Oh, my voice is starting to go bah on me. Oh, don't do it, voice. Don't do it. Yes. So, please, 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 please tell me what you didn't like, what you did like, too. If you liked something, tell me. Let me know. Do me. Fuck. Oh, God. Yeah. 14 hours, guys. No. 15 hours. It is now 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I've taken a few breaks in between. Not very long ones, 20 minutes here and there at the most. But all up from 9 p.m. till 1 p.m. 15 fucking hours. I did it, guys. I did it. I beat my goal. I did what I said I was going to do. A full one-sitting gameplay LP, 100% even, of Clouded Heart. And I so hope you enjoyed it. I'm being a little bit scatterbrained because I'm so elated that it's the end and my voice is going and my brain has already left our building. I was going to do more LPs this week, like some more Ginger. I might do that later on in the week, actually. Maybe around Wednesday, Thursday-ish, maybe. Depends if Bravely Default turns up. If it turns up, I might disappear for a little while. Yes. Also, I'll be busy doing judging for that event I mentioned, so there's that as well, depending how many hundreds of games we get in. And, yes, so, oh, and if you have a game, an older game, not your personal games, not your own games, but an older game, RPG Maker game that you would like to see, tell me in the comments below. I'll have a look at it. I've probably played almost all the older games. Dear God, have I played a lot of games. I played well over 1,000 RPG Maker games. Both good and bad. I have been playing games for years. But, yes. Tell me if you would like an LP of a certain game. I will try to make it happen. I can't promise a full LP. These full sit-in LPs that I, like this one I've just done, I might do a few more of them. If I can find the game that I'm looking for, I will definitely do a full sit-in one for that. But don't expect it anytime this week. Hell, don't expect it anytime this month. I have got a lot of sleeping to catch up on. So much sleep. Much sleep. Very good sleep. And, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Anyway, I've said this 15 million times. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you next time. Take care of yourself and each other. And have a very, very good day, evening, morning, noon, or night. So, until next time, guys. Ciao for now. Bye!